Welcome to Trash Party Aftermath. I'm Justin.
I'm Chris.
All right, you just showed me new Pokemon stuff. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, it's different. Sorry, I was itching.
You didn't think I'd like it?
No, it's different.
It's just like
You return to Kanto, mixed with Pokemon Go, and needing two players to catch some Pokemon.
I kind of like the return to like the original region, right?
Yes.
So like it's got all the original first gen Pokemon.
I think it's got more than just the original, because you could sync your Pokemon Go over.
And that has how many?
Does that have everything? That has everything, I think, now. Or it's only missing like one gen or something. But it's pretty much got everything.
So I kind of like the look of it. I just have to see it played on yours. The integrating Pokemon Go into it, I think, is a good idea. Do you just feel kind of like you've been groomed for it since a few summers ago when they put out Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. I know they were, right?
Except I don't think the Pokemon Company had a huge hand in Pokemon Go.
It was that
Niantic Labs. And I think Pokemon just released the content of, like, here's all the Pokemon, here's what everything looks like.
But it was still, their characters and shit. So
I'm still, they get some sort of royalty check for everything.
Yeah. I did like the way it looked, though. I think it's the right step for the company. But, I'm more of a traditionalist, so, I like to be alone with it. And
so that you would like the new one that comes out next year, then?
Honestly, I'm fine with the ones that... Is there a party going on?
I don't know.
When I was outside, when I got here today, I heard, what sounded like...
Fucking?
Announcing, for, a sporting event.
Oh, they got baseball and football tournaments over there today, my dad's then.
Where?
At the football field.
Oh, but I thought it was coming from this house.
Might have, I don't know. Maybe he's hosting his own baseball game by himself.
Anyway, but as far as Pokemon goes, I'm fine with whatever comes. It's just, I'm not always accepting of everything. I didn't like that Pokemon Ranger game. Remember that?
That's what I think this
for the DS.
The quest one's because you have a team of 3.
Yeah, and
they go out and find Pokemon for you, bring them back.
And it's more of some of the work is done for you.
Oh, it's, from what I understand, 80% of it's done for you.
That's why I didn't like the Pokemon Ranger game, because I think you would go places and it would battle for you. And
that's how this is. You select between 2 moves.
I hated that. I'm not against it. I'm going to be sad because it sounds like they're not going to be putting out any more DS games.
No.
Core.
From what I understand, 3DS is pretty much done probably after this year.
I'll have to scoop up Sun and Moon and fucking... What was the...
Sun and Moon are the new ones.
I never got Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, I'll have to get those before they're unavailable because...
Which is just pretty much remakes of Ruby and Sapphire
but I never
with better graphics.
I never had those, so...
the gameplay's the same or whatever.
Yeah, I do like where it's going. It's just I'm an old curmudgeon-y
because the one next November they said is a core series, and it's supposed to be based off of Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Yeah,
remaked with all those graphics you just seen.
Yeah,
with Pokemon Go throwing and everything.
I have some notes on Pokemon. I don't know if there's anything here worth... I can edit all this
What was
out.
the first Pokemon game you had?
Oh, I had Yellow, which kind of sad. Yeah, you can scowl all you want. Yellow was the first one, and it's because I got into it late, and that was the third one to come out. And I don't know, I just got it. I feel like I missed out on so much stuff because you got to choose your Pokemon in Red and Blue, and then you don't get to choose in Yellow.
It's just hey, you're stuck with this bitch right here.
And it's he's going to be the strongest because he's your starter Pokemon. But I wish I'd had one of the others. So
yeah, I had Blue.
Yeah, Blue. Yeah.
And then once I realized you had to have Red to get all the Pokemon.
To get them all, yeah.
Sucked up and been nice, so I got Red. I think I had them all until...
Sucked up to your parents?
I'm just trying to think, because it was, Red and Blue, then Yellow.
Red, Blue, Yellow, and then it was...
It wasn't Pearl.
Gold, then it was Silver and Gold.
See, I didn't have those.
I didn't either.
And then after that would have been...
Then that was
Ruby Sapphire.
Ruby Sapphire,
which I didn't have those either.
Did you ever get in on that Fire Red and Leaf Green?
Yeah, I had those.
And those were just re-releases
I think those are
of
just re-releases.
Red and Blue,
up graphics and other stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like there was a spot I had the first 3, and then like I said, I didn't have Ruby Sapphire,
Silver
Gold. And then I got back into it at like White and Black.
Oh, I love Black and White. Yeah, those games are fun. And then I
had Black and White 2.
Yeah, I have those.
And then Omega Ruby Sapphire, then Sun and Moon. I miss like those like Gen 2 and 3.
Yeah,
I think,
what was it like? Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah,
I didn't have those.
I missed that like Gen 2 and 3 for some reason. I don't know why, or just didn't realize they came out until too late. And it's just like, I don't want to get caught up already.
Yeah. I came back into it when I was at Western in like 2009 when they put out Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I had a DS.
Play those either.
That game's. I played Heart Gold, and it's a lot of fun because they updid the graphics and shit. So like when you go into towns, like there's like perspective and camera moves and like buildings stay stationary as you walk past them, so then you get to see them from the side. It was pretty cool. Yeah, like I like what they did with that game.
That's what I like about this new one.
Well, like
it's like on that one, if you notice, like if you're running around through the grass field, you could actually see the Pokemon and walk up to it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Instead of like,
oh shit,
dodging Pidgeys and Rattatas at the beginning. Like, I don't want any of these.
Yeah, nobody
and
ever
you can actually choose what one you want to go up and catch, which I think's good.
The thing about Pidgeys, just like they're so hard to train. I don't know. I always hated that Pokemon.
I don't think
you never got a Pidgeot.
No.
Once you get it to Pidgeotto, like that, then it starts to kick up. It's just grinding that Pidgey is just not fun. Same with Rattata. And even when you get Eradicate, it's like, who cares?
See, because I never started with Bulbasaur.
I love Bulbasaur.
Red and Blue. There's always Squirtle or Charmander.
Yeah, well, Fire and Water.
I started Squirtle on one and Charmander on the other, and then I traded them all to one game.
Yeah.
And, like, I didn't need that secondary Pokemon because Brock was rock. So I always had Squirtle. So just, like, I didn't really catch anything until the forest or whatever.
I'd say Squirtle's the easiest one to get into the game with. Yeah, because Brock's your first boss. But Bulbasaur, kind of a force to reckon with, yeah.
I didn't catch anything until, like, the forest.
I guess when the game originally started,
it was like Pocket Monsters?
Yeah, it was Pocket Monsters. That's what the translation is. But the guy who made it, it says it stems from a hobby of insect collecting, a popular pastime with game designer Satoshi Tajiri. He enjoyed as a child. So, like, dude is in Japan catching bugs, and then when he grows up, becomes a game designer. It's like, let's catch other animals. Like, yeah.
Now it's like the biggest one of the top 5 biggest Nintendo franchises.
Yeah. He noticed the kids now played in their homes instead of outside, and he came up with the idea of video games containing creatures that resembled insects. Yeah. So, he noticed... So, he started his life playing outside. Then when he got older, he sees kids are playing inside. And instead of encouraging kids to play outside, he encourages them further to play inside. That's a Justin move. That's what I would do. Oh, you like being inside and alone? Well, here's a better way to do it. I'm just gonna help you. Yeah. But I don't know. There's just something about the non-multiplayer aspect of Pokemon that I've always liked, and I don't think the world is on my side. I think I'm getting left in the dust again.
I think like every game.
Yeah,
after. It's already started. I'd say every game
in the world,
like in the last, I'd go 2 years,
is
maybe
massive online multiplayer.
Yeah, it's multiplayer or online multiplayer.
I just hate trolls, and I just don't like other people, and
because that's what the Switch is coming to now. Because like Kirby is gonna be online. You're gonna have to be online to play Mario Kart. Mario Tennis, Pokemon,
I just
Smash
don't have,
Brothers.
It's a competitive thing, and I just don't have it in me, I don't think. So, I think that's part of it. Because I was talking to friends yesterday, and they're like, they like doing well against people.
Yeah.
She's like, I just like destroying people, and I'm like, I guess when you're, and not to say like I'm terrible at everything, but it's I'd rather enjoy personal accomplishments by myself than destroying other people and having that satisfaction. I think it says something about what kind of people we are.
That everyone wants just to destroy the world and burn it down.
Basically, some people just want to watch the world burn, and I don't. I just want to quietly grind my Pokemon alone and level up in Chrono Trigger.
Got this team of Metapods I'm trying to grind up.
I mean, if that doesn't want to make you kill yourself, I don't know what does. Yeah, I don't know. I'll watch you play it, and then I'll decide whether I like it or not. Whether I want to cross my arms and turn away, or buy a
trade
Switch.
In your 3DS. Hey,
I will never trade in my 3DS.
They're going on sale. Nintendo did say that.
I keep all my consoles. And I'll rebuy Nintendo 64 games.
Yeah, because Nintendo did say they are pulling the dock from the kit, like the Switch, like
the dock.
Yeah, for your TV. They're pulling it out and just doing the handheld Switch.
Okay, so it'll be
with
like
the Joy-Cons and the grip, and knocking off like $60 or $70.
See, that'd be okay.
And then you could buy the dock separately for $50 at a later time.
And the screen is like, I'd have to take a look at yours. It's like the size of it.
It's like the size of a Kindle.
Yeah, Kindle. Okay. All right, maybe I'll think about upgrading
to the 2010 century. Finally,
yeah, finally. No, I'm still rocking a PS3 and a Wii. So
what are those?
Wii?
What's this? What?
So growing up, you and I grew up in the same town.
Yes.
But I grew up with Nickelodeon. You're telling me now that you didn't have Nickelodeon growing up?
No, I didn't have it until like midway through high school.
See, that's confusing. Because I just always thought we had the same cartoons when we were kids, like Rocko's Modern Life and Rugrats.
I watched all that in high school.
How did you...
The joys of internet and YouTube.
How did you find the time in high school to watch all those cartoons? See, that's when we would talk about it. I thought you had the same knowledge growing up that I did. Like we didn't have to spend time in high school watching all these cartoons because they're already in our brains from when we were kids.
No, that's all I ever did after school.
Maybe I never asked.
And all the way through college, and still, I just come home and watch TV,
watch cartoons. So, like, you don't remember Snick?
I just know it was the late night Nickelodeon.
What is that? It was Saturday Night Nick, and they had this big orange couch, and they would show a block of shows. I have some tapes that are actually like programmed blocks of Snick that Nickelodeon put out. Maybe I just need to like sit you down and show this to you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know the bare essential Nickelodeon, or I know the name and what it was, but I don't remember watching it.
Oh, that's sad. So you were more like a Fox Kids, PBS.
Yeah.
PBS boy.
And then there was another one.
CBS Kids.
I think it was before, it was before CW. Wasn't there like another
Warner
one?
Brothers? Yeah, WB.
WB.
Yeah, the W. So that had like Batman and
Animaniacs.
And would they put Pokemon on there?
Yes.
I think Pokemon.
That's what it was
there.
on.
And then they reran it on Fox and shit.
Yep.
Or did it start being new on Fox after a while?
It went one way or the other.
Yeah, I remember watching. I would come home and watch. Well, when I wasn't coming home and watching Nickelodeon, I would come home and watch like Animaniacs and shit. And like, sorry, I don't mean to like square up in front of you and make you feel bad anymore. Well, I'd come home and watch Are You Afraid of the Dark was on every day at 4. At 3:30 when I came home. That's when I like got. When did school get out? 3?
Like 3:15, 3:20, I thought.
Maybe it was 3:30 then, because I'd ride the bus. Ooh, fancy.
I had to walk.
And I'd get home in time to watch a little bit of Inspector Gadget, which was on at 3:30. You never watched that, I take it then?
Inspector Gadget was on like Fox or something.
Oh, they put that on Fox?
It was on one of the other stations on like Saturday morning cartoons.
It was on like every day for a while on Nickelodeon, so I'd watch that every day after school. So maybe we just
mine was Power Rangers, Pokemon, were both on after school.
Yeah.
And then Saturdays was like Batman animated and X-Men and...
Yeah. I thought Batman animated... I thought for a while maybe they were putting that on right after school, but maybe not.
They might have, but...
So what'd you watch in the mornings before school?
Nothing.
You didn't watch TV before school?
No.
Oh, God. I would get up and Bobby's World was on every day on Fox. I'd watch that like every day.
I'd get up like 8 minutes before I'd have to be at school and then throw clothes on and tell my mom to give me a ride.
Even in junior high?
Yeah.
Even in grade school and stuff? Yeah, I used to watch TV before
I was even
school.
the same way driving. It's like, okay, doors open at 8, first class is at 8:15. I'd take my shit home, sleep until about 8:05.
So
quickly drive there.
Your life is the same as it's always been.
Just sleep until the last moment.
Yeah, I can understand that then. My sister, she was big into Saved by the Bell, and for a while...
See, I watched that later on like CW when they bought it back.
Oh, man. They would show it every day in the mornings on like TBS or some shit, and she would watch that, and I'd catch that too. So you never had TBS growing up?
Like, I watched Saved by the Bell later, too. I never watched it when it was actually airing.
Yeah, I think I caught reruns, too, because I think that show was, like... I think it originally started in, like, 88 as, like, Good Morning, Miss Bliss, which was, like, when they were in 8th grade, and then they got into high school, and then they got new casts and stuff, and then it became more the Saved by the Bell you know, but I think that ended in, like, 93. So, like... You know, obviously we all weren't watching it when we were 5, so I think we all caught reruns, but I always liked that show. There was this show, too, my sister used to watch in the mornings called Adventures in Wonderland. Do you know what that is at all?
I've never heard of it.
It was like an Alice in Wonderland, but it was live action, and it was like every day she, like... got bored and she'd go to Wonderland and like all the shit was happening. So there was like all the characters from Wonderland, like the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. And
yeah, because see, when I lived in Galesburg, I don't remember watching too many cartoons at all.
And how long were you there? Until you were
first grade.
But you were at our school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
See, all that as a kid, I don't remember watching cartoons at all.
Like before you were a certain age.
Yeah.
God, I remember in preschool watching different shows and Shining Time Station and shit and
Thomas. See, I remember having all that recorded for me. So I went home, I'd watch like a week's worth of it in like a day.
Tapes and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Julie was so out, like she would cut out the commercials and stuff. I've seen those tapes because there was a time where I wanted all the recorded off TV tapes I could find, but Julie was so good at it that she recorded out she cut out all the commercials and like that's the stuff I want to see. And when I came over here today, what are you watching? Commercials. I'm like, you get it. So, yeah. So one of the things we talked about on another episode, that research cemetery.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
By the hospital.
And then
interstate.
Yeah, by the hospital. Past the hospital, and it's from, well, I talked about it, you can listen to that episode, but it was from the research hospital, asylum, whatever the fuck it was, World War II, whatever it was, so your cousin was back in town a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Well, last week, and we decided to go drive him out by it, because we wanted to show him, and we go out there, and it looks like they've dug up all the graves.
Yeah, there was like two piles of dirt, like 20 feet high.
And no headstones. I don't know what they're doing out there. We should go out there today.
Research.
Want to go?
They're out there researching them skulls.
Going through every skull. Taking a keen eye to every skull. Yeah, that was weird. Like, I don't know why they would need to dig them up.
They're researching.
Are they testing them for? I don't know.
Radiation?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's how we get zombies. Haven't you seen any of these movies? They dig up some graves and we get zombies. Okay, so then we go out there and we're like driving by, like, what the fuck? Where are all the graves? And Wyatt's like, why are you driving me out here? That's Chris's cousin. And so we're like, whatever. So we keep driving. And we're on a country road.
Yes.
And we look over, and there's somebody mowing their lawn on a rider, correct?
Yeah.
And everyone was in the car was mystified and reacting wildly because what was he wearing?
I think he was wearing like a chimp mask or a gorilla mask.
Gorilla mask. Mowing the lawn.
Like a Halloween gorilla mask.
Like a full gorilla mask.
Because his allergies are bad and couldn't afford a plastic respirator? Or?
He looks in his closet and he's like, well, I got this old gorilla mask.
Party City was running a discount.
That was insane. That couldn't have gone better because there was like the letdown of no graves at the research hospital and then like the satisfaction of the gorilla mask. That was almost as frightening as when we were in New Jersey. Remember in New Jersey when we were...
Sandy
Hook. And there's a lighthouse out there and we're like, let's go drive over by the lighthouse. It's a public park, whatever. There's a bunch of old buildings out there, old like military buildings.
Yeah.
And
like tunnels and everything.
Yeah, there's like, because it's an old area, and like, I think it was used for some sort of military training, installation, whatever. Do you remember what that building said?
Battery? Or
it was battery something.
Something battery or battery something.
So we
and it wasn't a building, it was like a tunnel.
It
looked like a tunnel sewer entrance into the ground is what it looked like. I made eye contact with a couple of them.
Yeah, because we round a corner. We're driving to this lighthouse. This building says battery. There's a bunch of cars parked and a bunch of people standing. And they all turn to us and look. And a few of them are wearing all black military masks.
As they stare at us.
They stare at us as our car drives by, and we're all like, what the fuck?
Don't stop.
Don't stop, keep going. And that was scary. That was really scary. You always think, like, in some part of the world, at some point, there's something fucked up going on.
And we were there.
And I think we stumbled upon one of those times.
It looked like it was like an old tunnel, and it was like heading towards the bay. So I wonder if it was like a tunnel that led to the bay, or a tunnel that led all the way under to New York, or...
I don't know. I do know Jacob, did he quickly research a little bit?
Yeah, and, just like the mask, not like what
it looked like. It was like a naval mask.
Yeah.
That was frightening. That was scary. I don't know. I can't even.
One of them's been knocking at my door every night for some reason.
I've been getting these certified letters in the mail from the FBI. I don't know what they are. Yeah, that was scary.
I just burn them and throw them away.
I just ignore and I close my blinds and I don't answer the phone. Yeah, that was messed up. That's like, if we had pictures of that or like video of that when we were going by, that would have made like one of those YouTube lists of like the most fucked up things caught on, iPhone or whatever, and then this was recovered near this abandoned blue Scion.
Yeah, with all our bodies. Because they found us.
I thought for a second, like, are they meeting for like a costume party?
Are they meeting for coffee, or... First of all, it was sunset.
Yeah. It reminds me of, it's a Scott Snyder Batman. Before he was doing like the main series, he was on Detective, and he wrote this story called The Black Mirror. And it involves this like underground. It's when he has Dick Grayson as Batman, because Batman's doing other shit. I don't know. He's traveling the world, whatever. I don't know. Batman does whatever. Batman's on vacation. Dick take over, or maybe he's presumed dead or something like that. Anyway, Black Mirror. But like part of the storyline surrounds this underground society of
rats.
Yes. These people who run this auction for like fucked up villain memorabilia, I think is what it was. Like,
so black market auction kinda?
Yeah, black market auction. That's exactly what it is. And like the headmaster of it, the lead auctioneer wears like, well, I think they all wear masks because they all congregate and they wear these masks. And I don't know, I think Batman goes in and busts it up or something. It's been a few years since I've read that. But that's what that reminded me of. Like, maybe these people are meeting for some secret society shit.
And we did not have the approval.
No, and we about didn't make it out of there alive. Did you ever get bullied much when we were kids?
No.
This may be a heavy topic.
No.
Never got bullied?
No.
I remember in grade school, there was this kid. You know him, I think. He went to our school for a little while. And I don't know how this never got, like, seen by, like, playground officials, but this kid used to walk me around the playground with his hands on my throat. Oh my god!
What?
What?
When was this? Junior high or middle school?
Grade school. Like we're talking like 2nd or 3rd grade.
Okay, so this was the same time I was picking you up from your falling spell.
Roughly. This kid used to march me around the playground with his hands on my throat.
Now it never really got bothered like that.
No, I don't know why I allowed it.
I think you still would to this day.
I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of like that I didn't fight back. I'm not proud that I just let it happen, but I just let that happen. He would walk me around. I
don't even remember seeing that, or I knew he went to our school, but I must not had a class with him, or
yeah, you know who he is and stuff. And but, like, I think he must have had issues. It more so speaks to something that was wrong with him than it does to what was wrong with me.
Yeah, see, I never remember getting bullied.
No,
because I was always like the weird kid that wasn't
you're like,
and wasn't nerdy. I was like in the middle, and it was just like
when you're like. You were taller than everybody, so like, who's gonna fuck with you? No one fucks with you.
I think it stems with me being nice to everyone.
Oh, shut
like,
up.
No, like,
how's your day going?
Show you how my day's going.
How's your afternoon?
You're going to cut this out right next to your tooth. But no, like, I don't ever remember being mean to anyone. No, like I was always nice and polite, so that's why I don't think like.
You think I was?
I never got bullied from like either point, like, hey nerd or hey prep, like either direction. I think I was just like that guy. It was just like the quiet.
So you think I was like asking for it, or
I don't know. Did you throw off weird? Do you remember throwing off weird vibes?
I was probably more of like a smart ass than I should have been.
Did you fucking poke him or something like a bear to cause it, or
I don't.
Probably rubbed him the wrong way.
I may have said... No, I'm not even going to admit to saying anything to him because...
You don't remember?
I don't remember. So, like, he clearly had issues. I don't think I've ever seen him smile.
Jesus.
Do you know where he is now?
Yes.
Oh. Do you work with him?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No. I haven't seen him for years. I don't know if I'd recognize him. Because he disappeared in, like... Was it even 4th? I don't think he was in 4th grade with us.
He graduated out... He was out before the end of middle school.
Yeah.
He's still in this area, but I don't know
if I see
doing
him,
what.
He puts his hands on my throat.
You're at Walmart. And he just sneaks up behind you.
That's funny, like because my brother, like, and it's my brother. Like, who cares? Well, I won't talk. I won't talk about it. I cut that out.
Cut that.
But my brother used to do like a similar thing to me, like just fucking with me. Like at Walmart, he would like march me around with his hand on my neck, on the back of my neck.
Like so you're like a puppet?
Yeah. He was just like fucking with me, like, we're going over here, and like just walking me around. I don't know why I got like abused like this. What did I do?
Yeah, I don't.
You never
I'm
got
just
it,
sitting
though.
here thinking, and I can't really think.
I mean, you would just punch him through a wall if anyone fucked with you.
Yeah, 'cause I don't even... Like, I don't think there was anything bullying, like, the whole little kid nerd, 4 eyes, fatso. I don't think I got any of that. I don't even think to this day I still don't get, like, the whole,
no one's
shut
ever
up, fatty.
No one's ever fucked with you. Lucky you, prick.
Because, like, it was all quiet for me.
Yeah.
Like, in high school. Like,
well, you never, like, put yourself out there to, like, go out of your way to like be loud or anything.
Nope. Just
and you played football too.
Yeah, the quiet kid that stood on the side and
I
was so quiet in school I could not show up and no one would notice.
So you're saying nobody walked you around the playground with their hands on your throat?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't even think I got punched or punched anyone either.
Well,
yeah, I don't think so.
It can't all be roses and fucking cherry blossoms for everybody. You got gum in your mouth now?
Nope.
No?
It's right here under the table.
Oh, God. In your own house. These assholes. They'll never know. Oh, wait a minute. I own this place.
This is my table.
Oh, God. You've never seen Puppet Master?
No.
Oh, God. We should watch Puppet Master together. That'd be awesome.
Is it one of those fancy...
It's like...
Rob Zombie movies?
No, it's from the... I think it's from the 80s. there's some sort of voodoo going on, and there's this guy. There might be like some Nazi stuff in it. It's pretty good though. Like I watched it one Saturday when I was alone. When I was alone playing Pokemon in the dark, like I like to do. Going back to that, I mean, you like to do things alone. Like you said, you come home and you just veg out, right?
That's because I have nothing else to do.
Oh.
There's a different story.
Maybe that's it. Maybe like being a married person who's like,
You have someone to come home to, and it's like entertaining. I come home to a cold house, and it's like, do I want to do anything?
a cold, dank house.
I'm like, nah, most of my friends are married or have kids. I'm just going to sit here, eat, and watch TV.
So then, playing online multiplayer games, does that make you feel like you're hanging out?
I've met a lot of people that way.
Okay, all right. I don't. Are you crying?
No.
Why are your eyes watering? I'm hungry.
I know why yours are going to be watering here in a minute.
Oh, God. Put your hand on my throat.
Choke me. Did that lead into you being into bondage? Serious question. Serious question here to end this podcast.
Okay, you like to think I'm into bondage.
So, this said kid in 3rd grade, choking you and walking you around, does that impact your sex life now?
No.
You don't have like that weird tick where it's like, just put your hand on my throat. You don't have to choke me, just leave your hand there.
I mean...
Trash party got someone cornered in the corner.
Trash party trap math. Jesus God. Is it 5 o'clock already?
It's 5:10.
Why is it going off?
Because it's 5:10. Poor folk over here. So back to the serious question.
No, I don't think so. No,
it doesn't stem anything weirdly.
I didn't get anything out of that when he did that to me. It wasn't happy.
Well, I know, but like, is it something in your brain later where it's just like I kind of like being choked or dominated or
no? It's not like please drip hot candle wax on me or anything.
No, it didn't come from choking.
No, I wouldn't say so. I'd
like
say
pour some Mac sauce in my mouth when we're fucking or what?
No. Trash party truth cast. I don't think. I don't.
I just thought of it where it's like I wonder if it triggered something in your life now.
Because if anything, that
where
would
like you can't wear a necklace because you're scared, or like you have your wife choke you, or what?
No, because it was a guy doing it. So like. No, like
No.
If like a girl was chasing me around on the playground and like started choking me, maybe. But it's not like I'm not like into gay bondage or anything.
Well, you know what I mean. It's just not like
just
the whole
feeling.
gay, just the feeling, like
feeling of a hand on your throat,
like terrified of necklaces or like.
No, it didn't
anything like
traumatize.
that.
You're saying trauma?
Yeah,
like,
trauma.
It didn't traumatize me. No,
Infect anything.
No, I don't think so.
Effect.
I think like
just the point of. No one touch me.
I would say, okay, that level, because it was such like he didn't like make fun of me or like.
He just walked up and did it.
Yeah.
He didn't even look at you. He just snuck up and grabbed you, like mandible clawed your throat.
Yeah. He Mick Foley'd my ass. Okay, if there's, like, if I'm really going to say, like, I'd say that level of like physical bullying, and he wasn't even like beating my ass or anything. That I would prefer what he did as opposed to what some of the other bullies in my school career did, which was like make fun of me personally. Yeah.
See, I don't remember any of those.
Some of the guys that you know who I'm talking about.
Oh
like,
yeah,
those people. I think that traumatized me. I have some because I don't want to see those people now because it still bothers me. Like I live.
I don't think any of those people did anything to me.
I live kind of close to some of them, and like I don't ever want to see them again. That messed me up. Like that's the shit that really bothers you when someone like makes you feel bad on a personal level. But like what that kid did, walking me around on the playground, like holding me by the throat, that didn't affect me at all. It was more just annoying. Cut.
All right, we're into this piece of shit.